Straight to the point, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create fake reviews for your Shopify store. Before starting out, I want to tell you that this is just the way that you actually do it. If you actually do it or not, it's your responsibility. I just mentioned about fake reviews because this is something that a lot of people actually ask for, especially if they're starting out and they want to have reviews with images so they can be believable. There are a lot of services out there that can provide you fake reviews, so the demand is here. If it's unethical and you don't want to do it, just don't. But I'm just going to show you the way that you can do it for your own business. And I'm not talking about reviews like that with just text. I'm talking reviews like this, where they actually have pictures using AI. There is a process on how you can actually create really good reviews for your brand. And reviews, you have to always remember that they are not just there just for someone to scroll by. People are actually reading the reviews. And especially if the reviews have image, they are going to stay for longer and actually read the review. So the review needs to be convincing enough for someone to buy. If you just ask ChatGPT to create you 10 reviews about your brand and you just copy and paste that, it is not going to work because the reviews are not going to sound natural. And this is one of the key things that we are going to talk in this video, how you can create realistic reviews and realistic images for your reviews. Let's start and actually analyze how you can actually do that. If you don't already have one app for reviews, if you go to Shopify App Store and you type reviews, you're going to see so many apps that they do that. Yotpo is a great one, Judge Me is another one, Looks is another one, and in all of these apps, you can just import your reviews. Those are apps that can actually collect real reviews from your customers. So basically, when you install this app, you set some parameters, and basically, you're going to be able to send emails after someone orders one product from your website. It is going to actually send an email for them to actually type a review. And that's great and all, but those reviews are not enough, especially because most of the people out there are not going to share images. And also because if you don't have enough sales to begin with and you want to increase your sales, you probably don't have also reviews for your brand. So that's why we're going to create fake reviews. Now, let's install Looks. We just install it. And here, if you go to reviews, and then go to import reviews, you can select any of those apps or just create a custom file. You download as a CSV file. This option is something that every review app has. So I'm just showing how it looks like for Looks. Now that we have the CSV downloaded, we are going to create a sheet and import the reviews inside the sheet. The template basically, import data. Now there is the research part. You have to find a website that actually has real reviews. Websites like this are Trustpilot most of the time, and also Amazon. You can steal your competitors' reviews or a big brand reviews, and we are going to adjust them using AI. So it doesn't actually have to be a direct competitor. It can be a brand that it just has great reviews, but it's going to be better if you go and find a brand that sells to your ideal customer avatar. So those are the type of people that are going to create reviews for. Basically with AI, you can have a review that's talking about a supplement and give your brand context, and it's going to recreate the same review for your brand that is a jewelry brand. But and it is going to sound natural, but it's going to be better if you can find another jewelry brand inside Trustpilot or Amazon that you can basically copy the reviews, copy the style of the reviews. So you're going to be better. Your ideal customer avatar is going to talk about your brand and not some random 60-year-old guy that just bought a supplement for his liver. Because people, the way that they type, it represents what kind of person they actually are. And those are important parts of your landing page, of your product page. So you need to have everything right. Now, for this particular example, we're going to create reviews for this particular brand right here. I'm not affiliated in any way. I just selected a brand that I've seen that the reviews do not have actually images. Before generating any new reviews, what you definitely need to do is for the reviews that you currently have, generate images for those ones, because those ones are really your reviews, you definitely use it. Like it is definitely about your product, your specific product. It is talking specifically about your product, so it's going to be super useful to actually create images for those reviews. So this is where we actually need to start. Like use your current reviews to create images for them using AI, of course. And after we do one example for this particular scenario, after that we are going to generate real reviews so we can input them. We have a review like this that doesn't actually have an image. So this review actually says the cutest thing ever, such good quality, doesn't tarnish, and is the perfect length. Every Jaws delivers as always. So this actually means, like, if you go and analyze your ideal customer avatar, you're going to see for this particular brand is like 18 to 34-year-old women that they want cheap jewel. And based on the comment, we understand that it's probably like a girl around 19 to 24, based on Gen Z, basically, like based on the way that she writes. So we have to actually find a girl like this to use for the review. What do we do? I really like to go into Pinterest, because Pinterest actually has real images that you can use for references, for image generations using AI. It is something that we use quite a lot because those are real images created by real people. As references, they actually work really, really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to type woman 20s. Woman 20 years old, selfie. For this particular example, we imagine that we want a woman that is actually wearing this necklace, maybe taking a selfie. So this is what we need to find. We scroll down and we find a picture that we like. For example, this one is something that it looks good. Of course, you download it and you import it into FreePic to use it as Nano Banana. This video never has any affiliate links. These are actually the tools that I'm using. Now that you have that, what you actually do is you click image generation and you go to Nano Banana. After that, you upload the picture of the woman. And now, like for the picture of the woman, of course, you can, for this woman, like you can add the necklace and make her wear the necklace. So you're going to have a realistic image. But actually, this is a real person. I don't really like using real people for my reviews because, like, I might get sued. I don't know. It is not a very good practice. What you can do though is add this image and give a prompt, change the woman in the picture, make her younger, for example. And like this, we have a different woman, like she's actually looks quite different. It's not the same, but also like we have the background that looks actually natural, taken from a real person. So we have an actual good looking picture from using AI. So that's super crucial. Many people, when they actually want to create a person and a real image, it is going to be super difficult if you don't have a reference image to do that. That's why I'm using Pinterest for that reason. Like the background, for example, like if you try and prompt ChatGPT, just create a woman, the woman is going to look horrible. But this way, this actually looks like a real person. And that's the important part. Now, what we do, we download this image. We re-upload the image that we have downloaded. Now we go to the product page and we take screenshots of the product. So basically we take the screenshot of this product and we go into an image where a woman actually wears this product and we copy that as well. And then we go into FreePic. Like, of course, like you don't have to download the images because those images are reference images. So just screenshot is going to be fine. That's really cool with AI because you don't actually have to download every single asset that you have. You just screenshot, which is much, much faster. Now you upload the two images that we have just screenshotted. And here you type make the woman in image 1 wear the necklace in this like this, and we generate, and it has created this image which doesn't actually look good, but we trust a Nano Banana, so we generate again. After we do that, we're going to see that actually this image looks really, really nice. So we have an actual image of a real person using our product, actually wearing our product. Of course, with t-shirts and stuff, it's going to be even simpler. But the process is exactly the same. You download this image, and if the app that you're using for reviews actually allows you to add the image, you can definitely add the image on the existing review that you currently have. Or if it doesn't, no worries. We're going to take the review that we have just created the image for, paste it into the body of the CSV that we have created, and here we paste the image. For you to actually paste the image, what you can do is you need to go to your Shopify store, go to files, click upload files, select the image that you've just created that looks good. So you can have an uploaded link, copy link, and then paste it here. Now we have our first review. This way you can do the same thing over and over and over again for all the reviews that you currently have, and this way you are going to have a landing page that looks more like this, which is super convincing for someone to actually enter your website and see real images for the product that they are about to actually purchase. A mistake that many companies actually do, they add here reviews for different products as well. This doesn't actually work, especially if the products are completely different. It's going to give you some social proof, but this person that enters this landing page, they want to see reviews and photos of this particular product. So you have to go per product for each review if you want to do it the right way. It's going to be beneficial, of course, if you have just 1 or 2 or 3 products, it's going to be much faster, but still, you need to create reviews per product. What do we do if we don't have reviews, even text ones? What do we do? First thing that we have to do is do a little bit of research. So what I usually do is I hit Command A, I paste it into ChatGPT, and I ask and type, give me competitor websites for huge brands selling similar products. Of course, you probably, if you own this e-commerce brand, you definitely know the big players. Everybody does. Everybody knows their competitors, so you can skip this process right here. Now ChatGPT gave me those names. I'm going to copy and find. Okay, let's go into a necklace, because you need to find like a similar product to yours, not the same, but a similar one. And here you can see that they have over 500 reviews for this particular product. You basically go to your product, exactly the product that you want to generate more reviews for, which is this one for this particular scenario. So I'm going to copy and paste everything here, open a new chat, and this is the product that I want to create reviews for. Just type OK, don't type any reviews. Just write OK. So we have this data. We have ChatGPT informed about this product and what it does. Now we have to go into their reviews and copy everything. Paste it here. Of course, you can do it very automatically this way if you have a data scraping tool, but I'm not super fan of that, because you are going to lose much more time to actually setting up the automation than actually doing the work that I'm doing right now. Paste those here. You do it for another page as well. Now, if you have one product e-commerce brand and you know a competitor that has this one product e-commerce brand, you can go into Trustpilot and basically do the same thing, but on their Trustpilot page. This is going to be much more accurate. But right now, because we chose a difficult product, which is a jewelry brand that they have so many different unique products, it's not going to be super helpful to actually do that. But for most of the brands out there that are watching, like the steps are going to be much simpler. If you have one product, you just copy Trustpilot for another brand that also selling 1 or 2 or 3 products. Now that we have that, we give it our prompt. Like, I don't love to actually make my prompts super difficult. I don't really think it has a ton of value. Like the materials that you use to train are much more important than the prompt. Still, what I do for prompts is I dictate and I explain a little bit what I want. It's going to convey much more information than me typing it. Basically, I want you to recreate those reviews that you have, but for the product that I have shared above. Of course, like the tone of voice, the style, I want to be exactly the same as the original reviews, but the features and where it's actually standing out the product and the benefits of the product and how it looks, I want that to be translated into the new product that I have above. Again, I'm mentioning that the tone of voice and the tone of voice and the person that is writing it, like it needs to be just like the same person is writing another review for this particular product. List them in a way that I can read everything with their name and also the review title and description. Like this way, I made sure, that's why I use voice, because this way I made sure by saying 2 times that I want to have the same tone of voice and style. I've also added that I want to have like a really nice structure, so it actually helps if you actually dictate for stuff that you are not exactly sure how you can create it. Also, this prompt right here looks like a sophisticated prompt. This is my sophisticated prompt. Of course, you can copy and paste it. And as you can see, we have some reviews that look exceptional. Here, for example, I actually copied the same style, like a brand that's actually selling to similar audience, because here I bought this for my granddaughter. So it actually makes sense that you do that. Now what you actually do is you go into those reviews, you copy it, you paste it here, you give it a name, like what name do this review actually had? Paddy, okay. Let's paste it here. You can put a random email here, it doesn't really make any difference. Here, like this lovely elegant piece, the hard detail gives a soul feminine feel with any outfit, day or night. Okay, so this is an older woman. So we have to actually go into Pinterest, find an older woman, change a little bit her face so we don't get sued, and do the same process that I did earlier. Lastly, because not reviews are created equal, as you can see here, I bought this for my granddaughter and she adores it. Like, so you copy that, you paste it here, and for this particular thing, the photo, it needs to be taken like from just the jewel or just from someone else, not just a selfie. For that particular review, like it to sound actually more natural, you can even select an image from here that doesn't actually look like a selfie. So not like this, but something like this, for example. And you use this as reference, you change your face, of course, and you add the necklace here using Nano Banana. And you paste it, you do the same work, and you do it over and over and over again. You select here your product handle, and you import that, and you're going to have amazing reviews, as I said, like this, where they are super convincing, and it is going to definitely increase the conversion rate that you have inside your Shopify store. Thank you very much for watching this video. Just to let you know, I'm not affiliated in any of those tools. As I told you, I don't sell any courses or communities. I just manage $1 million per month on ads for e-commerce businesses. Thank you very much for watching.